Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at someone successful and thought, man, they must be special? They must have been born with some kind of superpower. I'm here to tell you, no. The only thing separating them from you is belief. Most people live their entire lives operating at 20% of their potential. They settle for less, not because they have to, but because they believe that's all they can get. They buy into the lies society has told them. You're not smart enough. You don't have the right connections. You weren't born into the right family. And after hearing it long enough, they start repeating it to themselves. But let me tell you something right now. You have greatness within you. It's not about where you come from. It's about where you believe you can go. It's not about what you don't have. It's about what you choose to build. But the first step, the first crucial step, is shifting your mindset. Let me tell you a story. Years ago, there was a young man who was written off by everyone around him. He was told he was educable, mentally retarded in school. He was laughed at when he said he wanted to be someone great. He was rejected over and over again. That young man was me. I remember standing outside of a radio station where I wanted to work. I had no experience, no credentials, nothing, but I had a burning desire, and more importantly, I believed that somehow, some way, I would make it happen. So I walked in and asked for a job. They told me, we don't have any positions available. You know what most people would do? They'd turn around, go home and say, I tried, but I wasn't most people. I kept showing up. Every day I showed up at that station. I ran errands. I got coffee. I cleaned the floors. I did whatever I could. And then one day, an opportunity came. One of the DJs got drunk on air and got fired. The station manager was in a panic. He needed someone to go live immediately. Guess who was standing right there? I had no experience, no formal training, but I had prepared. I had been practicing in my head every single day, believing that this moment would come. And when it did, I grabbed the microphone and I won that moment. That was the day my career began. Now, let me ask you, what opportunities have you walked away from because you didn't believe in yourself? How many times have you said, I'm not ready, I don't have enough skills? Maybe later. No, the time is now. You gotta tell yourself, ITS possible. Say it with me, ITS possible. Because when you change your belief system, you change your actions. And when you change your actions, you change your life. So here's what I want you to do. Starting today, I want you to tell yourself every morning, I can, I will, I must. Write it down. Say it out loud. Believe it. Because when you believe in yourself, the world has no choice but to believe in you too. Let's go. How many of you have ever had a dream, a goal, a vision, but fear held you back? How many of you have heard that little voice in your head whispering, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have what it takes? Let me tell you something right now. Fear is a liar. Fear is not real. Oh, it feels real. It feels like a giant wall standing between you and your dreams. But that wall is made of paper. The moment you decide to run through it, you'll realize it was never as strong as you thought it was. You see, fear has only one job: to keep you where you are, to keep you playing small, to keep you trapped in a life that's beneath your potential. But let me tell you the truth. You don't have to be great to get started, but you gotta get started to be great. Say it with me. You don't have to be great to get started, but you gotta get started to be great. Let me tell you a story. There was a young man who had a dream of becoming a speaker. He admired the greats, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, John F. Kennedy. He wanted to move people with his words, to inspire them to take action. But you know what his biggest fear was? He was terrified of speaking in front of people. He would shake, his voice would tremble, his palms would sweat. Every time he stood up to speak, fear would wrap around his throat like a noose. And one day, he made a decision. He said, I refuse to let fear control my life. So you know what he did? He started speaking anyway. His first speech, a disaster. His voice cracked. He forgot his words. People laughed. But he showed up again and again and again. And every time the fear got a little smaller, every time his confidence got a little stronger, until one day, that same young man became one of the most powerful speakers in the world. That young man was me. Now listen to me. Fear will never go away completely. People think that successful people have no fear. That's a lie. The difference is successful people feel the fear, and they do it anyway. The only way to defeat fear is through action. You're afraid to start that business? Do it anyway. You're afraid to ask for that opportunity? Ask anyway. You're afraid to put yourself out there? Step up anyway. Because if you don't, let me tell you what will happen. Regret will take fear's place. And regret? Regret is a pain that never leaves. 20 years from now, you will not remember the fear, but you will remember the moments you let it stop you. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take out a piece of paper and write down one thing, just one thing, you've been afraid to do. And this week, I want you to take action on it because your dreams are on the other side of your fear. And if you want it bad enough, if you're hungry enough, nothing can stop you. You can have all the knowledge, all the ideas, all the talent in the world, but if you don't take action, it means nothing. Nothing changes until you change. Nothing moves until you move. Nothing happens until you make it happen. Some people sit around waiting for the right time. They say, I'll start when I have more money. I'll start when I have more experience. I'll start when I feel ready. Let me tell you something. The right time is right now. Because guess what? You'll never feel ready. You'll never have all the answers. You'll never have perfect conditions. But winners don't wait for opportunities. They create them. You were not born just to pay bills and die. I need you to hear this. You were not born just to pay bills and die. You were not put on this earth to just exist. You were born to make an impact. You were born to make a difference. You were born to do something great with your life. And the only way to do that is through massive action. 3 steps to taking action like a champion. If you want success, real success, you got to do 3 things. 1, set clear, unstoppable goals. Most people don't get what they want in life because they don't even know what they want. They have no vision, no direction. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So today, I want you to write down your goal. Not just any goal, a goal so big it scares you. A goal that makes your heart race. And then I want you to see it, feel it, believe it. Because if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. 2, create a plan and attack it like your life depends on it. Because guess what? It does. A dream without a plan is just a fantasy. You gotta break it down. Ask yourself, what steps do I need to take? What skills do I need to learn? Who do I need to connect with? And then take that first step, because momentum is everything. Once you take that first step, the second one becomes easier. And before you know it, you're running. 3, push beyond your limits. Give it everything you've got. Let me tell you something. Success will test you. You will get tired. You will want to quit. People will doubt you. You will doubt yourself. But in those moments, you gotta dig deep. You gotta push through the pain, push through the struggle, push through the fear, because the ones who win, they're not the smartest. They're not the strongest. They're the ones who refuse to quit. I want you to remember this. When you feel like quitting, keep going. When you feel like it's too hard, keep going. When you hear no, keep going. Because if you do, I promise you, one day, people will look at you and say, how did you do it? And you'll smile and say, because I took action when everyone else was waiting. This is your time. This is your moment. So go out there and make it happen. Who are you spending your time with? Because let me tell you a hard truth. Your environment shapes your destiny. If you hang around with 5 broke people, you'll be the 6th. If you hang around with 5 complainers, you'll be the 6th. But if you surround yourself with 5 winners, people who are hungry, driven, successful, you better believe you will be the 6th. You see, success is not just about talent. It's not just about knowledge. It's about who you align yourself with. The power of mentorship and a strong support system. I remember when I was just getting started, struggling, filled with doubt, but then something changed. I met a man who looked me in the eyes and said, Les, you have greatness within you, but if you want to unleash it, you need to surround yourself with people who will challenge you, push you, and believe in you when you don't believe in yourself. And that was a turning point in my life. I stopped hanging around people who drained my energy. I stopped listening to people who told me, you can't do this. Instead, I sought out mentors, leaders, dreamers, people who were where I wanted to be. And guess what? Their mindset, their energy, their habits started rubbing off on me. Because success is contagious. Cut off negative influences. Protect your mind. Now, let me be real with you. Some of you need to cut people off. I know it's hard, but listen to me. Some people in your life right now are holding you back. They doubt you. They criticize you. They make excuses for why they failed and try to convince you that you will too. And if you listen to them long enough, guess what? You'll start believing them. So I need you to ask yourself, who in my life is lifting me up and who is dragging me down? Who is feeding my dreams and who is feeding my fears? Because if someone is not adding to your life, they are subtracting from it. Seek out those who lift you up. Winners think differently. They talk differently. They move differently. Winners don't complain, they find solutions. Winners don't make excuses, they take action. Winners don't settle for average, they strive for excellence. So get yourself around people who are hungry, people who dream big, people who push you to be better. If you don't have those people in your life right now, go find them. Listen to their podcasts, read their books, go to their events, join masterminds. Because the more you put yourself in the environment of winners, the more their energy will transform you. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely. This is your time. This is your moment. Get around winners and become one yourself. Let me ask you something. How bad do you want it? Because let me tell you the truth, life is going to hit you hard. You're going to face rejection. You're going to fail. You're going to have days when you feel like giving up. But in those moments, you have to remember one thing: your dreams are worth fighting for. If you can look up, you can get up. I've been knocked down. I've been told no. I've been laughed at, rejected, and counted out. I remember a time when I was struggling. No money, no opportunities, no hope. And I wanted to quit. But then I heard a voice inside me say, Les, If you can look up, you can get up. And I made a decision that day I would never quit on myself again. Because here's what I know. Every champion has felt like giving up. Every successful person has failed. Every dreamer has doubted themselves. But the difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. They never gave up. Failure is not the end, it's part of the journey. You see, failure is not a stop sign. It's not a reason to quit. Failure is feedback. It's life asking you, how bad do you want this? Walt Disney was fired for lacking creativity. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. But guess what? They kept going. They didn't let failure define them. They let it refine them. And now they are legends. So let me ask you again, how bad do you want it? Because if you want it bad enough, you will keep pushing, keep fighting, keep showing up, even when it gets hard. You have greatness within you. I want you to hear me right now. You have something special. You have greatness within you. DONT, let anyone tell you otherwise. People will doubt you. People will try to stop you. But let me tell you something. They don't define you, you define you. Your dreams are real. Your goals are possible. But you have to decide, are you willing to fight for them? Because if you refuse to quit, if you refuse to settle, if you keep pushing forward, you will win. This is it. This is your moment. This is your time. No more waiting, no more doubting. Step into your greatness. Claim your dreams. Fight for what's yours. And when you look back years from now, you'll be able to say, I didn't quit. I didn't give up. I made the rest of my life the best of my life. Now, go out there and make it happen.